Next, for landscaping, first let's set up some views. From our pre-saved views, select LV North. Using the walkthrough tool, instead of walking forward, use it to move backwards out of the house and set a view for the front entrance. We'll call the view Exterior Front. Next, recall LV West and do the same thing. Use walkthrough, but back out of the house and set a view of the garage. Save the view, call it Garage, and click OK. Next, we'll set up our workspace. Move the live view window, and then set up the 2D view so that we're ready to add the driveway and the walkway to the front door. From the Landscape tab, click Pathway Driveway. On the property bar, set the width of the pathway, or in this case the driveway, for 12 feet and hit Enter. Click a point to start. Move the cursor. Notice that when you hit the edge of the workspace, it auto scrolls. Click again, then right-click to finish and add the driveway. Anytime that pathway is selected, you can go to the property bar and change its width. We'll change it to 10 feet. Using Pan, we'll move over just a bit. And now we'll add our walkway. Change the width to 3 feet. Click a point. When you add multi-point walkways, unless they're in a straight line, the default is that it will become a curved walkway. While it's selected, go to the property bar, just choose straight. At any time, you can select and move the pathway. You also can select individual points and resize and reshape using the mouse and cursor, as well as the arrow keys to nudge points in one direction or another. Next, we'll add ground fill regions to act as planting beds. Again, we'll adjust our view. In 3D, we'll go to the exterior front view and then move just to the side so that we can see the area where our planting beds will be placed. From the Landscape tab, click the Fill regions. Click points defining the perimeter of our bed and right-click to finish. It appears automatically in the live view window, and we'll add another bed on the other side of our walkway. Again, using our mouse and cursor or arrow keys to nudge points to reshape the bed. Now to the Plants tab. The plants are broken down into groupings or categories: trees, shrubs, annuals, perennials, ground covers. We'll choose perennials. Watching the lower left-hand corner on the status bar, you'll see the names of the plants. Choose Loosestrife. Drag and drop one of the plants into the bed. And continue dragging and dropping these plants in, making a row. Now to make this faster, from the Plants tab, you can choose Auto Click Placement. You'll notice that these plants now are being placed with each click in 2D, but they're not being shown in the 3D Live View window. This is much faster. When I'm finished, I right-click, and it shows all the plants in 3D. Again, we'll choose these New Guinea Impatiens and click to place them where we want them in the bed. You can always select and move these plants later as well. When done, right-click, and it will add and render the plants in 3D. Next, for the other bed, let's talk about finding plants. The Plant Finder allows you to search for plants based on the hardiness zones, soil requirements. You also can search by name. Here we'll choose hosta, type in hosta, and find, and it will find all of the hostas in the libraries. It will search through all of the libraries that are selected in the dialog box. We'll choose Hosta Gold Standard, select one, and place it. Left click on the bed to select it, right click right on its perimeter and choose Plant Fill. And it will fill the area and its perimeter with plants based on the checkboxes you have selected. Now we'll add a tree from the tree library, and we'll adjust our view. We'll maximize the live view window, and then we'll navigate around the side of the house using walkthrough so that we can get a view including our tree. And next we'll talk about shadows. But first, you may want to grow the landscape. On the Landscape tab, you'll find a tool that allows you to age your landscape so that you can see how it will be impacted as it begins to grow. "3D lighting qualities" allow you to set the direction of the sunlight and also the angle of how high the sun is up in the sky. This will affect the shadows, the intensity or depth of the shadows, as well as the direction. Click OK. Click Render Shadows in Live View, and it renders the shadows based on the objects in the design as well as the trees. For the highest quality render, choose View, 3D Final Quality, and Excellent.